One, two, three. Damn, that was a good one. What's up, guys? Welcome back into the woods. It's your boy, AB Motherfucker Cuban, back at the game with another video. What another episode, guys? What's going on? Shout out to my wife. Let me crack my thing open. I'm drinking Michelob's right now because that low calories, and I'm trying to lose some weight. So, yeah, Michelob, low calories, 2.6 calories. So, today, if you guys, well, how you doing?
Good.
Today, I was gonna tell you guys. I was gonna tell you I was wondering maybe next episode we'll talk about more about. So today, hold on, I got a lot of stuff. Together. I got a lot of stuff in my head right now. But so today's, well, first of all, shout out. I know I'm everywhere the fucking place. Shout out to Victor for coming in last week. So shout out to him. So today we're gonna talk about, if you guys don't follow us on Instagram, we are expecting a baby in November. So we're gonna talk about some bait. Hopefully it's this one. So we shot a video about it a couple weeks ago. But for some reason, not for some reason, I put the wrong memory card in there. So I actually threw that memory card away so I don't do that same mistake. But so it didn't record anything. So I'm so mad. But today we're going to talk about that and a little bit. We're going to be all over the place because I got a lot of stuff in my head. But what I want to do next episode is I want to get, how we got canvases in there?
Yeah.
And then paint.
Talk and paint.
Cool. Unless you want to do it today, but
no, it's too late now.
Okay, so next episode we will do it. It's time for the baby room.
Okay.
So today we're gonna talk about what?
Something for the baby room. That means it has to be nice.
No, you don't have to. It doesn't have to be nice. I mean, kind of, but not really.
Okay.
But something like, oh, we made this. What we could do is I will paint something. Then I'll give it to you. You paint something, and I don't know, where we'll just go from there.
Okay.
We don't know where.
We'll figure it out.
You have something in your head, I have something in my head, and we'll just do it. But so me and Lily have been trying to get pregnant for since last year, I believe. No, the end of last year.
Yeah.
I think it was a perfect time now. Lily graduated, got her master's. So I got it down, guys. I got it down. She got her master's. So, we had talked about starting our family and stuff like that. But she was like, I want to finish school first. So she finished school, and I didn't. A lot of people think I planned this out. When you finish, like Tina.
Yeah.
We didn't plan this. We
it's we did, but we didn't.
Well, so we planned having a baby, but it hit when we actually was like, all right, cool. I think it's time for us to do it. It was when you graduated, and because of COVID, it didn't feel like you graduated to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we didn't go like when you graduated the first time.
Yeah.
Because we got fucking turned up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well,
that was fun.
Sorry, we just walked the dogs and my fat ass is out of breath. So I think it was a perfect timing to have the baby now. I always said I wanted a baby on my birthday. On my birthday, but I didn't hit on my birthday. But close enough. It's still November, baby. So let's talk about how you felt when you found out, when you was like, oh shit, I'm pregnant, because I wasn't there. So
yeah,
let's talk about that.
So I feel like I get this question a lot, but it's surreal. like I knew the time would. I mean, I assumed the time would come, but still, when I took the pregnancy test and I was like,
I'm pregnant. Like,
it says positive. Let me take another one.
how many did you take? 3?
I took 2, like during the day, but then I read that
in the morning.
Like in the morning is when it's more accurate. Like,
yeah.
Okay. So the next morning, I took another one. They all said positive.
Do you still have it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I do.
Because I was like, I don't know what I did with it. Because you gave it to me and I was like...
Yeah, because I was going to put it in with, like, the gifts that we made, like, the announcements we made.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
Yeah, so, how did you feel at that moment? Like, I was like, oh, like...
In disbelief, like, shocked. But still happy, like, oh, I'm excited. But I'm still shocked because, like, me? Pregnant right now? I'm pregnant?
Like, I'm gonna be a mom?
A
sexy mom?
Real now? So, I think that's how I felt. And I still feel that sometimes. I'm like, I'm pregnant.
Yeah, like...
I have a baby in me.
I know, that's so crazy to me. Like, every time I think about it, I'm like, it's so crazy how women build, like, us. Build you, right? I'm like, fuck, like, how crazy... I know, God's creation has like all the, like
yeah, how
it comes from out. A little, like, if you look at it, like, excuse me, if you bust on in your hand, it's fucking a cream. that's babies in there. You know what I'm saying? That's so crazy. So, when I found out, how I found out is, I'm really like Lydia don't think this, but I pay attention to everything.
I think you were paying attention at that time because
I pay attention to everything. Like, no, well, yes, but at the same time, like, I wasn't like, when it happens, right? But I'm gonna be real. I wanted some. Like, Scorpios are horny as fuck, so I was like, man, I want some, and he kept telling me I'm on my period. So I'm like, man, like, I was like, whatever. So. I don't know when I really like caught on is I think you went to the bathroom and then I'm like I was like I went right after that and I didn't see like you already said you were on your period for like a couple of days and then I'm like and it wasn't like that I was looking at the trash can but I was pooping so I had to grab the toilet paper so I looked down and I was like and I was like, at first I was like, there's no pads in there. And I was like, whatever. It's probably because trash can was full. So I was like, whatever. I threw the trash away. And then, sorry, this beer is making me burp. But when I was really mad because she said, I'm going to hop in the shower. So I was like, cool. She hopped in the shower. And usually what she does is like she's really shy, so she like folds her fucking underwear so you don't see the pad. So I looked at the underwear and I'm like, that shit doesn't have a pad on. So I was like, whatever.
No, but you didn't go in the bathroom when I was showering.
Yeah, I did. When you were in the shower, I did. I don't know why. I went to get something. But then when I opened the door and I seen your underwear, I was like, And I forgot, like. So she came out. You came out. You already had your underwear on. So I looked to the trash can. Then I looked at you, and then I was like, that's weird because the trash can again is full. So I'm like, what the fuck? So then I smack your butt, and I don't feel a pad. And I was like, what's your pad? And he was like, oh, I don't have one. And like I don't know what you said, but I was just like, so the backstory is when me and Lydia started dating, we started getting sexually active. You could say, I said if it happens. Like, we're gonna keep it, and she was like, "Nah, I'm gonna get an abortion." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" I was so mad at her when she told me that.
Well, we never had anything like that.
No,
we never had to go through it, but you were like, "Oh, well, we'll keep it," and I'm like, "Well, we're young."
Yeah, but
I'm still in school.
So I was so mad at her because she told me that like that fucking answer was the wrong answer. So for the longest, I was like. Man, I was like, I don't know, maybe I already probably been a dad and she went and got an abortion. So when this happened, I got mad. And that's the only reason why I got mad. because you said that's the only reason. Because in my head I was like, and I did. I'm gonna say I said
You
it.
said if it did happen, you would think I would get one now.
I don't know. Like in my head, I'm like, I said, man, this bitch went to. I said it like this in my head. I said, man, this bitch went to get a fucking abortion. I was mad because I'm like, I really thought that you like in my head because that's always been in the back of my head.
Yeah.
So I was
But
like, man.
yeah, because we were young, not now.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's always been in the back of my head. Like since you said that, I'm like, and then you were like, you had like no remorse. You were like, yeah, I get an abortion. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, why bring a baby into this world if you're not ready?
I don't know.
We were like,
yeah, but that's just me saying like
20.
Yeah, that's me was just saying like if it does happen, like we're gonna keep it.
Yeah.
So that's why I got mad, and she was like, "You're mad?" I said, "Nah." Like, but in my head I was like, I don't know, like if she did it or not. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, whatever. So I kept editing, and then I keep hearing her like walking back and forth. Like this is when I know that she's nervous because she walks back and forth. Like even like when we started dating, I'm like, "Hey, Liddy, ask your mom if you could go to the mall with us." Man, she'll walk up and down the stairs for the longest, and then I'm like, "Fuck this!" My mom is waiting outside for 30 minutes already. And I'm like, "Come on, Lydia." So I was like, "Man, what's she going on?" So then she calls me in the room. If you guys want to see the reaction videos, it's up on my Instagram. I don't know if you posted it.
I haven't posted it yet.
It's up on my Instagram. It's also on the other YouTube channel that we have that we never post anything anymore. But maybe with the baby we could start like doing vlogs or something.
Yeah.
Like vlog 1 with the baby or some shit.
Yeah.
So she called me and I found out. So that whole night I was like, are we ready for this? Are we ready for this? Like financially, are we ready? And I'm like, at the end of the day, we have people that will help us, right? Like, and I'm not saying like I'm a rely on them, but I was like, if we end up falling some like behind, we have people that's gonna help us. So I mean, my mom wants to buy this little kid everything, like everything. So
yeah, she's so cute.
So I was like, man, I'm like, she told me I can't say anything. So Lydia said like, you can't tell anybody.
Yeah,
because
you were going to tell the people right away.
Yeah, I was like, I'm excited. So I'm like, I want to tell everybody I'm gonna be a dad. So I'm in the house. I'm in like, fuck, like, and then my friends, like my coworkers at work, they're like knew that we were trying, like, cause I've been like, I'm trying, and they were like, what's going on? I'm like, man, nothing yet. When that next day, when they was like, hey, what's up? We like, I said, yeah, we keep trying. And then I said, I think something's wrong with my PP though. And then they were like, why? I was like, I don't know. So I kept telling them like, cause when we started doing the doctor's appointments, I kept telling them that my PP didn't work, so I had to go get it checked. So only the managers knew because I didn't even want to like keep leaving early, work early. So I told them, I was like, hey, this is what's going on. They're like, all right, cool. I was like, but don't say anything. So thank God they didn't say anything. But how do you think you're gonna be as a parent?
What do you mean, like strict wise? Yeah,
like how do you think how are you gonna be as a parent? Like strict, cool?
I think I'm gonna be strict.
Like really strict?
Well, not like my mom, but more discipline.
Yeah.
You?
I think I'm gonna be strict. I think but I also want to be like my mom. I want my kids to trust me. To be like, okay, I can tell my dad anything and he's gonna have, like if they have a problem, they'll come to me and be like, hey dad, like I can't talk to this girl, what can I do? Not to be afraid to come and talk to me like, hey, like like I was like with my dad, you know what I'm saying? I want to be like my mom. Like I could literally say, mom, I fucking jerked off yesterday and it was the best jerk. Like she probably would say, what kind of porn did you watch or something? You know what I'm saying? Like that's not something that I told my mom, but like if I was telling her that, that would be her answer. Like, well, you know what I'm saying? Like she was never afraid. of like answering us or giving us advice. Also, she was strict, but she was fun. Like you guys don't. You say you don't see my mom that. Man, my mom used to give me the works.
No.
Like
I heard you were a brat.
So I was a brat when I was younger, like when I was like a toddler. But when I started growing up, again, my mom and my dad got divorced since I was like 5. I didn't live with my mom. I lived with my grandma from 5 to I believe 8, or I believe 8. I can't remember. So I didn't live with my mom at that time. My grandma was strict, so I couldn't do that with my grandma. So I think that's what I mean. Maybe if I would have stayed with my mom, I would have been a different kid.
Yeah.
But because I would live with my grandma, she was like, "Nah, that shit's not gonna fly with me."
Yeah.
And I remember one day my grandma hit me. I said, "I'm gonna call my dad." He's like, "Call that motherfucker. See what's gonna happen." I was like, "Oh." And then my dad called that weekend, and I said, "Hey, my grandma hit you." And my grandma hit me. And he was like, "Yeah, well, good. What'd you do?" And I'm like, "I'll talk back to her." And she said, "Well, that's what you get." But I want to be like that. Like I want to be that. I mean, like if I say something, they're gonna listen to me. Like, all right, cool. Like my mom, like, hey, we knew that when my mom was on her, time of the month, don't even talk to her. You know what I'm saying? If my mom just gave us that look, all right, fuck, man, let me just shut up now. You know what I'm saying? So we at the store, and I went, "Mom, I want that." "No, come on, Mom, I want that." And she was just look at me, and I'm like, all right, fuck. In my head, like in my inside of me, I want to cry so bad because I want this fucking toy.
You're a brat.
I'm not a brat, because if I was a brat, I would have cried and made a scene in there.
Yeah, you could still be a brat.
How?
There's different levels to it.
But how though?
Because I'm pretty sure you still were just mad and quiet.
No, I just kept pushing. I was just like, man, fuck. Like at that moment, I was mad. Yeah. But my mom was like, I don't have the money now, so
yeah, I'm
not gonna tell you yes. Also, I don't want to be like my pops. I learned a lot from my dad because my dad was a type of guy that will cry.
No, my eye.
Oh, I was like, fuck. My dad was the type of guy that like will promise a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. And to this day, he's like that.
Yeah. My
mom was the type of girl that would say, "Hey, like I don't have the money now, but maybe next week if I had it, we could come."
Yeah.
And that's how I used to give him, like because when I think Mila was the one that put me into getting shoes. So that was like 3rd grade. So I'm like, "Mom, I want all these new shoes are coming out. When they come out? Tomorrow." And she was like, "I'll see." She's like, "All right." Usually when I tell her like, "Oh, the shoes come out tomorrow," she usually will go get them. We'll go get them the next day. But like if I was like, "Oh, Mom, can you buy me these shoes?" And she's like, "Oh, next week if I have money." And then like next week will come and I'll ask her, "Hey, Mom, I don't have money." Cool. My dad would say, "Yeah, next week I'll buy them for you."
And next week never.
Never. And then I would say, "Oh, Dad, like." And the thing that pisses me off with my dad, damn, I just got really mad. You hear that? Is that he will take me. Say if I tell him, "Like, Dad, like I want this bottle of whiskey," right? He's like, "All right, we'll go and look at it."
Yeah.
And then we'll leave.
Well, I'm thinking like he wants to go look at it. You show me which one it is, so I know how much it cost. But there's no reason why he couldn't go back and get it. I mean, I don't know what his money looked like, but
he was getting good money because he was working construction.
But I mean, if a kid tells you, "Oh, I want these shoes," well, you're not gonna know. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, don't say let's go get them.
Oh. Okay.
And then okay, those are all right. Let's go. Like, what the fuck? Like, why did we come for the mall? Then I could just show you a picture on the internet.
Yeah.
Cause she's like, I already knew like I was like a sneakerhead when I was little. I don't know if that was, there were sneakerheads back then. But like when the Jordans were like announced, like, "Oh, they're gonna come out," I was looking up, boom, boom. God damn.
When you were 8?
No, I was like.
Or when you were like a teenager.
Like 4th grade. What was 4th grade? 8.
You're like 9.
9, 10, around there. Because that's when I like start actually looking for shoes. Like 3rd grade. I want to say the end of 3rd grade, 4th grade, because I was coming out with some clean ass motherfuckers. I was looking fly. Me and my boy Iman. And So he would take me. I remember one day it was a Jordan. I want to say it was the 20s. I'm not sure, but they came out when I was in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
My boy Jaime was like, "Oh yeah, I got him," and I'm like, "What the fuck? I need to get him too." So he took me. We went all over Vegas to find him. We found him, and he goes, "Oh, those are it? Yeah, all right." Didn't say we'll get him tomorrow. We'll get him next week. I'll buy him for you when you go. I said, "So we're not getting them?" He said, "No." Why do all this? Get my hopes up, and not get them.
Yeah.
So I was pissed off. I called my mom. I was like, "Man," my mom was like, "Oh, don't worry about it. Maybe he'll buy them to you. Maybe he'll get them later."
Mm-hmm.
Summer was over. Was this summer or spring? I want to say it was summer or spring break.
Mm-hmm.
Came back home, and I'm like, I told my mom, like, my mom was like, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, "Oh, he didn't buy me the shoes." And he's like, "All right, let's go get them." There was a store right here at the mall called Max Footwear, I believe.
Yeah, I got a pair of shoes from there one time.
And they always had the Jordans. So I walked over there and I talked to the girl knew me already because every month I would go and get me.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "You got the 20s?" And she was like, "Yeah, but I got them in this color." And I'm like, "Ooh, I wanted them in black." They had them, the ones that I ended up getting them no matter what. But they were baby blue and white and black. I wanted it was black and gold.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I got them. I got the black and gold ones next week. And I'm like, fuck. So I told my mom, I was like, should we wait for next week? Mom was like, whatever. Excuse me, guys. This be making me burp a lot. She ended up buying me the 2 pairs. I didn't ask for the 2 pairs, but the girl said I'll give you a discount if you get them if you come back next week.
Mm-hmm.
So we got 2 pairs. You know what's coming. But I don't want to be like my dad. And I think I learned a lot from my dad for not being like that. So also I don't want to fight in front of them.
Yeah.
And cuz I think that's just not healthy for the kid.
Yeah, I agree.
Even though like I mean 1 or 2 kids or 3 whatever the hell we're going to have. I feel like if we have a problem we'll wait until they're knocked out or
go step
outside and not scream, but like, all right, we're mad, but let's just keep our cool.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to go scream, you go in the bathroom, put a pillow, and fuck. And I go drive around and went fuck. But I don't want to fight. I mean, I never see my dad fight. I never see my dad fight with my mom. I was young, but I did see my stepdad fight with my mom, and that's not something that I want my kids to put through,
Yeah, I've seen my parents fight all the time.
But also I think if you say no or if I say no,
then we agree to stick with that.
Yeah. And then
I mean, we say this now.
No, but I'm saying like let's keep let's keep that
yeah.
I never say that like how you just said like, oh, do you say that now? Like, no, we're gonna keep that. Mm-hmm. Like that's what we're saying we're gonna keep. And I hope you do keep it, like, because I feel like that comment that you just did was like, oh, I don't know.
Well, I feel like you're not gonna agree with me sometimes.
But if you already told the kid no, right? And I'm like, okay, well, like, makes no sense why you tell them no. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, you can go ahead, because now they're gonna be like, oh, well, if mom says no, then I'm gonna go tell dad, and he's gonna say yes. Yeah. So that's not right.
Yeah, I know.
So like, if you say no and I don't agree, I'm gonna be like, well, if your mom said no, I'll talk to you about it later. Like why why you let her go to the mall, whatever. And then you're gonna maybe have a good explanation. Like, oh, or maybe like at that time, like, oh, if your mom said no, then, and I'm like, hey, like, she goes to a room or he goes to a room, and I'm like, hey, what's up? Why can't you go? Oh, like he didn't do his chores, or he got an F on this, or I just don't want him to go. I'm like, come on, man. Like,
yeah,
if it's not
negotiating to change my mind.
If it's not a good reason, like, just because I don't want him to go, like that's not. But if you're like, oh well, he talked back to the teachers. All right, well, why am I fucking staying here then? And it's the same thing with you. Like if you if I say no to them, and you be like, hey, why don't you say oh, because I want them to stay here? I'm like, come on, man. Like maybe that's a good time for me and you to get freaky. All right, fuck it, let's go. What?
I didn't like that noise.
You don't like nothing I do.
Well, you make noises. Too many noises. Thanks. So annoying. I want to punch every time.
But what do you think the baby is?
I think it's a boy. But sometimes I second guess myself and I'm like, it's a girl.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a boy.
Because a lot of people are sure they're going to have something and it's not that.
Yeah. Like my manager, Nettie.
Yeah.
She was like legit like, oh, I'm having a boy. She only had boy names. And it's a girl.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think it's a boy. But we'll find out. We'll find out on the 12th of next month. So tap in with us on Instagram. Maybe go live on Instagram or something.
The 12th of June.
The 12th of June.
Because by the time you put this up, it's already going to be June.
Oh, yeah.
Today's
So
31st.
in like 2 weeks or something. Like this goes up on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Thursday's the 3rd, right?
Yeah.
So it's the following week. That
Yeah.
following weekend. So yeah, I think it's a boy, but again, if it's whatever, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. But again, like, who told you you look like a boy mom?
Patrice.
Yeah, I see you as a boy mom.
And somebody else said the same thing too. Like, I see you as a boy.
You see me as a boy dad or boy mom? I mean, what the fuck?
Boy dad or a girl dad?
Uh-huh.
I see you as both.
Both.
Mm-hmm.
At first, I was like, man, I want a boy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think all, I don't know if it's all man, but I think
Men.
some men want a boy first.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you told me, like, when I found out, like the whole week, I was like, I want a girl now. Like, out of nowhere, I was like, I want a girl.
Yeah.
I want a little girl. But then
I
had a dream.
Your mom wanted a girl. No, your mom wants a girl.
Well, I always wanted a boy.
Yeah.
But then, like, when you told me in that weekend, I was like, man, I want a girl.
Mm-hmm.
But then I had a dream, and then you said, oh, you told me.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
You know, you never know what.
Yeah. So I'm like, fuck. I was like, so I had a dream that was a boy. Mm-hmm. No, I had a dream it was a girl. So I'm like, oh, it's a boy. But, I don't know. You thought about names? Like, I mean, we go through this every other day.
Yeah.
And we don't come up with no good names.
We don't come to an agreement.
I like
any of them. Or mostly any of them.
Well, we came in agreement with one, but she wants it for a girl and I want it for a boy. But maybe we have to just flip a coin.
I think.
Well, I really like. I really like Logan.
I like Logan.
I really do, and I like Nori. Mm-hmm. I really do. That's like my two. For girls, I should probably start looking for girl names because what if it's a girl and I'm only like,
only boy names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
I mean, I have a list of both, but I think what I want to do is narrow it down to like the few that we like.
Yeah.
For whichever gender once we find out. And then once it's born, decide.
Yeah. So we also went to the baby store today.
Yeah.
And it's like so many stuff. Like I just wanted to buy everything. Like, oh, that looks good.
He's like, I like this. I like that.
Yeah.
I want this. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Like I was like, I want this. I want that. I'm like, damn. But strollers is like what we did.
It's a hard decision.
It's a hard decision. Because we're like, okay, we like this one because it's big and it looks nice.
Yeah.
But we want this one because it's small and, like, you know, you could go
Super
places.
Convenient.
But I think what we're going to have to do is just buy two.
Because we can't decide. I don't know.
Because what's the one that we were looking at? The one that we're like, okay, we want to get this one.
The convertible one?
Mm-hmm.
It's called a Duna.
So we want that one. I seen it on TikTok, and I'm like, oh, that's perfect. You know, so when we walk the dogs, but then it's true, like, Lydia, like,
We don't
in the
always
morning,
need the dogs,
in the morning, yeah, in the morning we could just take them right here,
Yeah.
pee, whatever, because they're usually not gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
But like when we actually
Go
see,
for
look,
a
okay,
walk.
so now that we're talking about this, so like in the morning when we go to work, right, we just gonna take the dogs, boom, real fast, pee, come back, get her ready, him, and then take her to your mom's house, right? But what if when like we're off, right, and we have to walk the dogs?
Yeah.
What are we gonna do then?
Use the baby carrier.
Which one, the one right here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I said.
Yeah, but then you said, I don't know what you said.
I said unless we're gonna go on a walk somewhere.
You're right. Okay. And then
Because
if like,
I mean, you don't need the
and then when
stroller every single time.
Yeah,
Because
and then
pushing that and the dogs, no matter what kind of stroller it is, it's gonna be hard.
well, the motherfuckers better learn.
If it's just
You
one
hear
of
that?
us.
You guys better motherfucking learn. But then you said also like when we just leave like real fast, we just put the monitor real fast, take the dogs out, come back in. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, because you're like, I want to take the stroller. It needs to be convenient to take it outside the stroller. I'm like, you don't have to take the stroller every single time.
I know, but I don't know why I was just like,
Maybe
how we gonna
that's
do?
like your first thought. You still
Yeah.
gotta think it through.
Like I'm like, oh, I don't know what we gonna do. Like,
Because at first I thought, yeah, that's true. But then I thought about it, like, wait, there's other ways to carry the baby besides the stroller.
yeah. So I'm excited to be parent. I'm excited. Like I'm like really like excited. Like I went through a lot of emotions like that first week.
You
Cried. Yeah, I cried. I was like anxious. I was nervous, scared, and then a little angry because like fuck. Now I can't buy reptile stuff. Nah, just playing. No, I was like really happy. I was like man, like, and I was like, I want like everybody told me, it's like man, like literally when you told me like that whole week, everybody's like man, your mood changed, and I'm like, you think so? Like, like
I don't know why.
I don't know what you're talking about because I was just really excited that I was gonna be a dad. Like like I was super excited. I'm like, I've been wanting this mostly. You know what? Also, I did it because of my mom.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So I'm excited to fix your hair. I'm excited to be parents. So it's gonna be a new chapter in our life. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to do all the fun shit. Like now, like I heard like I don't know who told me, but he's like you get to be a kid again.
Yeah.
I was like,
Say
Nerf
less.
guns, because I've been asking for Nerf guns forever. But it's okay. But also I wanted to talk about because we so we're gonna become parents, right? So then our kids are gonna be asking us questions a lot, and I was thinking about it because I was watching the last Blockbuster on Netflix, and I'm like, our kids are not gonna know what the fuck a
Blockbuster is.
or a movie. A video store.
Yeah.
So I'm like thinking about it. I was like, that's crazy because I was like, I forgot we had two Blockbusters here.
Yeah.
The one over there on
Frederick,
where Chipotle and shit is at.
Yeah.
And then right here on Alessandro.
Yeah.
Which one you should
over
go?
there by Pizza Hut.
That's Pizza Hut over there?
By the 99 cent
superhero
store?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Pizza Hut? I thought it was Domino's right next to it.
Oh, Domino's. Yeah, Domino's.
Domino's, right?
Yeah. We used to kind of go to both. Sometimes that one, sometimes this one.
We used to go to that
I think
one.
more the one on Frederick because we're closer right there.
Well, you know why? Because that one was a little bit more fancy.
Was it?
Like you walk in, you're like, oh, this is like
More cool, yeah.
I used to love going there.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, we went not too long ago, but they didn't close that long ago.
they did.
Because I think Jordan was like 3. And we went to Blockbuster.
No.
Yes, because I have the picture and I posted it. She was staring at the TV and like didn't move.
Oh, I thought it closed a long. What, 2003?
Well, no. Jordan was born in 2008, so it was like 2011.
No, Winnie.
Yes.
It can't be.
I'll pull up the video while you're talking.
Let me see. What search up? When was the last? When did Blockbuster close?
Okay, go ahead and keep talking.
But I used to love going. You know why? Because you also could rent games.
Oh yeah, you could.
And I used to always rent games, and like the only thing like I try to front or like trying to be like fancy, like, oh, I got Guitar Hero or I got this. Hold on, guys. Sorry, Crybaby Milo's being a little crybaby. But you know, and you know what? I also well, I hated it because I had to wait for my brother to take me.
Your mom wouldn't take you?
No, my mom didn't have a Blockbuster card.
Oh. Couldn't have just been a family one?
I don't know, but I think you know how Martin is. You're trying to have power and shit. So, did you used to go to
Hollywood Video?
Yeah.
Yeah. We went to Hollywood Video too.
I didn't really like Hollywood Video though.
To me, it was the same. I mean, like, we went to both. I liked both equally. We didn't go too much. I mean, well, we went a lot, kind of. Here, this is a picture I took.
Let me see.
October 2011.
2011?
Yes, this was the Blockbuster right there on Frederick.
That's crazy.
And this is when it said what TV does to kids. And she was just staring there at the TV watching Lion King while we were in Blockbuster.
That's crazy. Was that Naya?
Mm-hmm.
But other things that our kids will know.
Won't know about?
Yeah.
Pharaoh's Lost Kingdom.
We
just passed by today and I was like, what? It's literally abandoned.
Yeah.
I was shocked because I didn't know. I thought they had changed it into a new, like, water park. Same one, but no, changed the theme or changed the name or something.
Yeah. Nah, I don't know. Like, I was just really thinking about that. Like, it was like, what? They won't know what CDs are. Yeah.
Or VHSs.
VHSs, yeah.
Did you have any?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I had... So, the movies that I had on VHS, I was like, I don't know what happened to them, and I'm so mad I lost them, was Major Payne and Rocky of the Year.
Rookie of the Year?
Rookie of the Year. Mm-hmm. And that's like the two movies. I used to have the TV that had the...
oh, yeah, we had one of those.
Yeah. Damn, see, now, like, those, like, man, I missed that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, our kids
or like Game Boy.
Oh, our kids gonna be like, Dad, you had one of these? I'm like, hell yeah, that was a shit. You know, because I used to now, like, I don't know if you ever do that to your dad. Like, hey, Dad, you ever had one of these?
No, not
like
really.
I do it to my mom all the time. Like, Mom, you had one of these? And she goes, no, we were poor. And I'm like, oh. I'm like, okay, never mind. Game Boys.
What was I just thinking of right now? Like an iPod. Even that's new.
They don't have iPods no more?
I don't think they do.
So what, just iPhones?
Yeah.
Damn.
Because you have Apple Music. Let me see, do they?
I thought they had the little... for me.
Toys R Us.
Toys R Us, man. So what the fuck? Well, we had to go to like Best Buy. What the hell?
That place? The place we went to today?
No. Like, to buy toys, we had to go, like, to...
Oh, yeah, like
Walmart, Target.
But it sucked because I feel like...
Toys R Us had everything.
Like...
Fresh Jeans, Jamaica's.
They had everything, like, everything more than what the places have now.
Yeah, I used to...
They have, like...
Everything. They had Legos, they had...
Even everything. Those, like, playhouses or, like, the play cars. The little, like, motorized cars.
That's what my dad used to also used to do. Take me to Toys R Us and just walk around. I'm like, what the fuck you bring me here for? If you're not gonna buy me some, don't fucking bring me here.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes we would go and we wouldn't always buy something. I mean, sometimes we went to buy something and sometimes we didn't.
Just to go look?
Well, maybe to buy a toy for someone else, like someone else's birthday.
That's fine, but I'd just be like, oh, let's go to Toys R Us. For what?
Just to walk around.
Let's go to the mall for that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you go to the mall. Oh, yeah, that's true.
But like
Go
as
to
a
the
kid,
mall,
you're
walk
not gonna be
around.
like, oh, like, you know.
Yeah.
Remember, let me see what else. What else would like our kids won't know?
I had something in mind, but
Sears.
I forgot.
Kmart.
Yeah, Sears and Kmart.
They don't have. Oh, that's what you're gonna look. iPods.
Oh, that's what I was gonna look up.
Did you ever have an iPod?
I've never had an iPod.
I got my first iPod.
I had an MP3 player.
You had the Zoom, huh?
I guess they do. Apple iPod Touch.
Does it look the same?
Looks like a phone.
I had my first iPod. I want to say 2006. And it was like the little skinny one that you like twist like this.
Yeah.
And then I got the little smaller one. And then after that, I found a what's it, a shuffle?
An iPod Shuffle?
Yeah, I think that's what the one with no screen or anything.
Yeah.
I found though I didn't like it because I couldn't see like where I was at.
Yeah.
So I gave it away. Then I got Apple Touch. I think that was what it called first. The for the actual iPod Touch.
Oh yeah.
I had that, and I still have it. It's somewhere in here.
Yeah.
I actually had two. I broke one. No.
Why you do this?
I don't know. Why you do like this? Like you like this? Like it was something disgusting.
Yeah, no, but like, I broke one.
Cause I was pointing over there. I don't know. I don't know if I broke it or it got stolen. I can't remember. I think it was karma because the iPod that I got was stolen. And then I got another one. And then after that, I got a phone, and then I still had it though, cause I think I
got an MP3 player.
Yeah, I still had it because when I was going out with you, I still would have, like, when I go walk home, I'll put my headphones on and go. So yeah, I still had it because I remember playing this game, and we were living in that house, in that apartment over there. And I was already, which is the one that I have right now.
Yeah.
I had that. What about you just talking about it, and I can't remember the name, where you take care of that.
Tamagotchi?
Yeah.
Yeah. The girls got a Tamagotchi.
I haven't seen them. Is it the same? They're still the same as the old ones?
I think so. Yeah.
Cause I remember the old ones that like it would like ring when
feed it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't see the one that they have, but I think that it's the
what was the other one?
same one.
Fuvu? No.
A Furby?
Furby.
Oh,
you had a Furby?
No, I've always wanted a Furby.
I had a Furby. I think it was the gayest thing in the world. So I don't know why I got this shit.
Because they were all on TV.
Yeah, I got one. It was purple and green, I think. And it stopped working like.
What?
It stopped working like in like a week.
Why? Were you rough with it or something? Like
I
you
think
broke
so.
it?
Like the mouth wouldn't open no more.
Oh.
So.
That's
and then I
cool.
got scared because a lot of people say, "Oh, my
Furby's possessed."
Yeah. So I got scared and I threw that shit away.
Oh my goodness.
What else was out there that everybody wanted? Oh, did you have the hoverboards? The one that you throw, and it's like there's a balloon, but it floats.
No, it doesn't sound familiar.
I want to say James might have had one. Like it's like it was all on TV. It's like it looks like a UFO, and then you throw it and it will come back to you. The fuck was that shit called? I think it was called a UFO. Like it had like an alien. I'm pretty sure if you see it, you will remember like, oh yeah, I got one, but it was like it didn't work. Like it did not work.
So it didn't do what it said it was gonna do.
Yeah, like it did not work. Cause he's like, you don't need helium. No. You just need air. Like So like, if you fucking bought it, blew that motherfucker up. I did it up, and it flew, but never came back. And it just went back on the floor. Like it just went on the floor.
Yeah.
And then what else? What else was out there? I'm not mad that like Hot Wheels don't have like classic cars anymore. Like they do, but it's like hard to find. Now they have like all these weird ass fucking cars.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't looked at any of the Hot Wheels, so I wouldn't know.
Because I used to be a fan of like I wanted all the little fucking tracks and shit.
Yeah.
At one point I did, but it was all like hand-me-downs from, because my mom used to work at a house, like clean houses.
Yeah.
So people say, we're not gonna, my kid don't play with this anymore. My mom's like, I'll take it. I had 1,000 fucking cars, like.
That's good, and you got them free.
The cars I didn't.
So only the tracks?
Yeah, the tracks.
Oh, okay.
And like the tracks were missing mostly everything. So I just had like, I could, how you could put them together?
Yeah.
Like, so I had like, now I believe that you could put, like, now you could buy the little clips I put together. But back then you can't. Like, I don't think you could buy it. You had to like buy the whole set.
Oh, okay.
I asked for one Christmas. I asked for one, and they got it for me, but it was the wrong one. And I was like, man, like what the fuck? I don't want this. And then, but what it was, they gave me the wrong present.
Oh.
My cousin got the one I want, so I was mad. I was like, man, that's what I wanted. And then my cousin looking at me, was like, what the fuck? That's what I wanted. And we're like, you want to trade? And at the end of the day, it was. So we trade. We traded, and we got in trouble because like you don't do that, right? So I'm like, oh, but this is the one I wanted. So my mom looked down and was, oh shit, this is yours. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You remember the one tracks that like they're like you could this motorized, and like you can have a trigger and the car goes fucking circles. I don't know if you ever had one. I had like 2 of those. You don't remember those?
I don't think James had those.
I'm pretty sure James had one.
I think Hot Wheels, yeah.
No, it's like a motorized, like, it's not motorized, but it's like a car that you put on the track. And then, like, it had, like the choo-choo train that you turn on and it fucking turns, but you have a control that you control it.
No.
I'm pretty sure he had one. If I call him, like, oh, yeah, I had one. Because every boy had one.
Maybe. But you're asking
Why am I asking you? Because you don't remember anything.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I remember some stuff.
Okay, what you had when you were younger? That you won't.
Barbies, Polly
But
Pocket.
that's still live.
Okay, but you asked, what did I have that I was younger?
When that we don't have this.
That we don't have anymore. Well, there's Tamagotchis. We had Sock and Bop'ems.
Hold on. Oh, I had one of those. Hold on. You know the ones? I think it was the what did you say? Polly Pockets.
Polly Pockets.
Is that the one with like they had like little houses?
Well, it's like a small Barbie.
Yeah, and then it had little houses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I just had the pool one. That's it.
Well, yeah, but you had a house, right? Or just a pool?
Just a pool.
Oh, what the fuck?
Well, because I had the pool one. I didn't get a house one.
Oh.
And then the Polly Pocket come in like this little pocket thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. I was getting confused.
But I think
because I thought
I don't know if they still have them, but I think they do.
I thought you were talking about like my pony.
My Little Pony.
Yeah, I thought that was what you're talking about, but I was like, no, hold on.
Okay, no. I get Barbies and then the clothes for the Barbies.
Yeah.
What are the toys that I have? I don't remember. The Barbie head.
Wait, the sock and bomb, the ones with the that you blow up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had some. We popped them though, because I hit somebody hard. Well, it was I hit, but I missed, and I hit the tree, and they popped them.
You were that close to the tree?
Well, yeah, we're fucking dumb kids out here. What else you had?
What else did I have? I feel like I didn't have that many toys.
You didn't play with those?
Most of them were Barbies, like Polly Pocket, a Barbie head where you do their hair.
Did you ever?
One of them.
Did you ever have like those little like the little cards?
I had a Game Boy DS.
Me too. I had basically all the Game Boys.
That was the only one.
You had the little motorized cars, like the little Jeep ones, and like.
No, I always wanted one of those. We never had one.
We got one, but it didn't have a battery.
Yeah.
So like,
we found one.
So why don't we have
And
it?
it didn't work, but we would just push each other in it.
Yeah. So we used to tie a rope and then we'll pull each other on the bikes.
Oh, that was a good idea.
So shout out to my boy Jaime. So we went to my boy Miguel's house. Miguel used to live across the street, like going that way, like passing that first street. I don't know what street where Jeremy and all them used to live on that street where Lorenzo used to live.
Oh, where Lorenzo used to live. Okay.
So that those houses on that. So he used to live there. So in the back of the house they have an alley.
Oh, really?
Alley.
They have an alley right there?
So he had one. My boy Miguel had his little sisters, I believe, or his.
That little car?
Yeah, it was a little pink Jeep. So we decided to tie my bike and my boy, I think it was Jaime's bike or my boy Miguel's bike. And we decided to tie the motherfucking bike there, right? So we were pulling. Jaime was in the car, right? And for some reason, the car went up and flipped. And Jaime was in the car. I was dying. This nigga was all scratched up, but nothing in his face. And when it flipped, it looked like he landed on his face. But it was all his shoulder and on his arm. And I couldn't stop laughing. I could not stop laughing. Like I couldn't, because when I look back, I just think, I think he might have hit something and it went up and then we just kept going. So then it pulled it when I was fucking dying. I was dying. But shout out to my boy Amy.
We had I didn't have a wagon. It was James's wagon, but we would like pull each other in the wagon. We had skates. What else do we have? Bikes.
Did you have like go-karts? Like the ones that you like a bike but it's a go-kart?
We did get one, but we didn't buy it. Like my mom found it or something and we had it. And it was kind of like a one that didn't work too well. But it was still fun to play with at the time.
My boy Harold and Arthur had 3. The black one was the better one, so when I'll go and knock on the doors, like, hey, you guys want to ride the go-karts? Like, yeah. They'll go to the garage, open it, and I'll right away hop into the black one.
Like, it's not even yours.
I know. And it was Harold's, and Harold's like, nigga, get off of my shit. I'm like, So now I'll get this red car that it sucked. But, and then Harold's like, you can use mine. So I'm like, all right, so I started using his. It was cool. Like, I used to always beg my mom for one of those, but we never could find them.
Where did they sell them at?
We never could find them. Like, we went to Toys R Us, and they only had, they had a go-kart, but it wasn't like that. Like, it was different, and I'm like, I don't want that. But I'm pretty sure we're going to find that one, because I don't know where they got it. But, so then, what else? I think that's pretty much it, like that. Our kids will never...
We'll never know.
Well, I mean,
most of the stuff that I had, they will, because I had like Barbies and Polly Pockets.
But like a what's it called? Like a Furby.
Yeah, I don't think they have Furbies anymore.
And then
they have Tamagotchis. They don't have like CD players or.
Oh, CD players. Oh yeah. Remember the ones that it was like a little thing, and you put like the little square, and it was
I never had one of those.
It was like one song.
Yeah,
and it wasn't even the full song. It was like 30 seconds of the motherfucking song.
What?
I think so. I had one.
I've seen them, but I never had one.
I had one. Well, again, it wasn't mine, so I took it. But then I gave it to I think it was Joanna or Jocelyn. Gave it to them. It was all like boy bands and shit. It was
what, NSYNC and Backstreet Boys? Yeah.
Because I remember, I was like, Mom, I was like, ugh. But I remember those. Yeah. I always wanted one because they had that "Who let the dogs out?"
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I've never had one of those. No music player until I was in high school, and then I got a Zune. But
I had a CD player.
I had a CD player
because my aunt used to burn CDs for me.
But it wasn't my CD player. It was like Sheena or Tina's CD player.
No, I got one. That's the one thing that my dad actually got me.
Because they probably weren't that expensive.
I don't know. We probably went to the swap meet and got it. Like for like $1 or something.
No.
But you know what the coolest thing, and they don't I don't think they have it anymore. So when we went to Disneyland the first time, we didn't live with my mom. We lived with my dad. and we came to Disneyland. So my mom brought us to Disneyland. They had this thing, right, that it looked like a fake, like you walk an invisible dog.
Yeah. They have those.
They still do?
Yeah.
No way.
I've seen them. I don't know where.
In Disneyland?
No, not in Disneyland.
Oh.
But they have them, like, if you go to a fair, I'm pretty sure you'll find it.
I want one.
Why you have 2 dogs?
I don't know, but that's like, so I don't know how it works, right? I don't know.
That's one of the things you've always wanted?
No, I had one.
Okay.
But I don't know how it works, but it broke. So the fucking thing was like, I'm like, my dog is dead.
Yeah.
Cause
yours.
Because it wouldn't stay up anymore.
Yeah.
He probably needed some Blue Chew or something. Or like Viagra.
You're dumb.
Where's the joke thing?
You just passed the laughing.
No, it was like that right there.
Oh.
The blue one.
You won't remember.
I need to write names on this shit.
And you say this every single time.
But
like,
it's your job.
It's my job.
Because you got better handwriting in it. Because you want to see the one that I wrote? You can't even see it no more.
You want black Sharpie?
No, because you don't let me use yours.
She stays in one spot.
What?
She just stays in one spot the whole time? All day?
She walks around. She's probably mad because I haven't let her out.
Probably.
Sometimes
I hear her scratching on there.
Yeah. You should let her out when you hear that.
Yeah, but then how am I going to put her back in?
Just grab her and put her in.
No, she bit me one time.
She won't bite you again?
Yeah.
Well, because probably you had the roach in your hand or something.
Oh, yeah. I would put a roach in my hand.
Oh, I don't know what you were doing. What were you doing?
I'm going to go pet her.
And you went in from the top, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Well, you didn't have this one.
I know. But still,
So
you have to
come
come from the bottom so they can see your hand.
Mm.
But what were we talking about? Oh, that thing. But if you guys see one out there, tell me or send it to me. Because I want one bad. Like, I've been like, that's like I want it so bad. I'm probably go on Amazon and look for it.
Yeah, I'm sure if you go on Amazon, you'll find it.
And probably buy it and show you guys next week.
I'm pretty sure they know what we're talking about.
Yeah, but I know. But if they don't.
I'm surprised. I don't know. They probably have them at one of those little toy stands in the mall.
No.
How do you know? Have you looked every single time?
Look, I even asked in Disneyland. And I said, hey, do you guys have the dog? And he's like, oh, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, fuck you. Because he looked at me like I was like.
Crazy?
Yeah, I was like,
probably because he was.
Because he was a young cat. So,
but I've seen them at like a fair. This is like an invisible dog.
That was so amazing. Because everybody was like, what you got there? I was like, a fucking dog? Like, what else do you think I have? And I'm walking the dog, and I was like,
see?
And I thought I was the coolest motherfucker in the whole little complex, because I'm walking the dog.
Yeah.
And everybody's looking at me like, what is wrong with this motherfucker? And then, what else did I get? That like,
I feel like Disneyland wouldn't have that anymore.
I know
they don't have too much.
They don't have the vendors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just have their own.
Because I remember, this is how I know that I want one back. Because I remember when we got it. So we were in Disneyland and it was time for us to go. And I was like, I don't want to leave, whatever. So you know how when you're walking out, like you're coming down and you go through that it's like a little bridge.
Yeah.
So the guy was standing there. No, it's actually a girl, and she was like, "You want an invisible dog? Impress everybody." And I'm like, I looked at my mom. I was like, "Can I get that?" And I already had like a balloon and a hat and fucking. I think I had because one of my favorite at the time, one of my favorite movies was Tarzan. So I had this like Tarzan toy. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the fuck happened to that toy because I was so amazed with this.
Oh, okay.
And my mom's like, yeah, so we got it. I said, hell yeah. Like the whole time I was with my mom's walking the dog in the room. So we went back to my dad, and that's when me and my mom and my brother was like, we don't want to live with my dad. Like when we came back from Disneyland.
Of course you don't want to live with your dad after you came back from Disneyland.
And then I think because we seen my mom when she dropped us off and she was crying, and I'm like, man, like, and we really didn't think about my dad's feelings.
I said, bye.
Yeah, that was like, I want that toy bad. Like, you don't have a toy that you like, I want this toy? Like, to now, like right now even.
No.
What? You didn't have a childhood, huh?
I did. Sort of. I mean, that toy, like, I've seen, but I guess we've just never had a ton of toys, or at least that I remember.
That's what I'm saying. When you live in apartments, you have a childhood. And when you live in homes, you don't have a childhood. When you live in houses.
That's not always the case.
It is the case.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You act like we had money for toys.
You act like my mom had
Well, apparently you did. You went to Disneyland when you were little. And you got 5 toys when you were there.
Disneyland was cheap at the time.
No, not for that time. No, it's been the same.
No, it hasn't.
Always expensive.
No, it hasn't. Look it up right now.
Well, it's expensive for more than one kid.
Look it up right now. 2002 or 2001. When did Twin Towers?
2001.
All right, no, then 2000. No, 2000. 2000 or 1999. Because I'm pretty sure the tickets were like $70 or less.
It was a one-day ticket. Let me see. One-day ticket was for an adult 46 and for a child is 37.
There you go.
Yeah, but what was minimum wage at that time? Everything was cheap.
That's what I'm saying. You saying, oh, my mom had money. My mom didn't have money. What do you think? Well, hold on. Before you look at it, what do you think?
I already looked it up.
All right, hold on. So minimum wage. What year was that? 2000.
2000. $5.75.
Why the fuck I said?
Oh wow, you took too long.
What the fuck?
You took too long.
$5. Damn.
$5.15.
That's minimum wage.
That was minimum wage.
Now
so,
it's $15.
$45 was nothing. I mean, now it's nothing, but at that time. That's like, say you work 8 hours, that's $40. 1 day's pay, which is the same as today. A ticket is $130. Just say around there. That's 1 day's pay. Depending on where you work.
I'm pretty sure your dad had a good job at that time.
He worked the same thing he always did.
Yeah, so he was getting paid more than $5.
Yeah, but you also have 6 kids. 5. She didn't live with us.
But I'm pretty sure dad was at least getting like 12.
12 at that time.
I'm going to ask him, watch. I'm going to ask him, do you remember how much you get paid at 2000?
Oh, in 2000.
I'm going to see if you remember.
He remembers anything. Yeah. So, yes, the tickets were cheap now, but also minimum wage was a third of what it is today.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. If it's 15 today,
it's
$5.
Yeah. It's double.
Double is 10.
Exactly.
15, you said.
Yeah.
That's triple.
Oh, it is.
So that's why I'm saying, like, Disneyland, I mean, I don't know. I guess it depends. So, not to say I didn't have a childhood. I did.
You didn't.
Yeah, I did. I just didn't have the same one as you.
Yeah, because I lived in apartments.
Okay. I still played with people outside.
Did you play tree tag?
We played tag. Regular tag.
But you didn't play tree tag.
Well, do you think everyone in the world played tree tag? Everyone who lives in apartments play tree tag? No.
Only in the woods.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'm just. It was sad looking at that documentary about like
The Last Blockbuster.
Yeah, because that like brought a bunch of memories back. Remember one day, Marlon was so fucking mad at me. I don't know if I told this story already here, but Marlon was fucking mad at me because
you got a DVD and it had the wrong one in there.
Yeah.
How was that your fault?
I don't know, but he thought I got Bring It On. I don't know why. So we wanted my dad to watch Big Mama. Big Mama House.
But they always check the CD.
But what I think is, you know how they put the stuff in the back, right? So they have like the cover and then they have the movie, and then you just grab the movie. What I think is, Bring It On was behind it. So, if I bring it up to you, like if I bring the thing right and give it to you, you're gonna think they want to Bring It On, so I'm gonna open them. Okay, Bring It On's in there.
You didn't read that it said Bring It On right then?
I was fucking. I don't know. I guess not. So we got to my dad's house. We plug it in, and Bring It On comes on. And we're like, he's like, oh, he was so mad. Like he was like, and he threw a fit, and I'm like, nigga, shut up. We're just gonna watch these girls move their booties. So we actually went back, returned the movie, got Big Mama. We actually watched the movie, and then returned it, and then we got Big Mama House. What else? Like when White Chicks came out, I need to get the, like, I was like, man, I want to get the movie. So my friend Hyman had it, but it was a bootleg. Back then, bootlegs, like, there's a guy on the camera every time, like it was like, so like, I couldn't, it wasn't good quality, so I'm like, fuck, so I gave it back to my boy Hyman.
It depends. There were some bootlegs that were good quality.
Some of them, but most of them were like people moving and
shaky shit. Or somebody walking in front of the camera.
Yeah. There was one that we were watching, and the guy got caught. So through the, like, in the middle of the movie, he like gets up and leaves, and we're like, what the fuck?
Wow.
So I like when White Chicks came out, like I would tell my brother, come on, please take me, go get it, please. And he's like, no, because you're not gonna return it. I have to return it.
Yeah, you think I could drive?
And I was like, fuck, like, so then my mom told him, go get it.
But you can just return it. Like, even if you walked there, or maybe your mom just drove you there, you just return box.
Yeah, the return box, yeah. That's what we used to do all the time.
Well, then what is
But you know
so
what? They
big
didn't have the return box like...
return it?
They didn't have the return box like that. Like, I think the return box was like, they added that, like, the last couple years that were open. Because I remember we had to go in physically inside and return it. And then, man, that bring back memories. Like, do you remember what it smelled like? Because I used to love the smell. Because it was like plastic and popcorn.
Yeah. Well, not really popcorn, because they didn't pop popcorn.
I don't know, but it just smelled like popcorn. Maybe they had like a scent, like it smelled like
maybe
popcorn.
Maybe a popcorn scent. Maybe.
But I used to love like going in there and just like, oh, what movie should we watch? And then I used to go to the scary movie and like just walk by and like, oh no, I can't watch this. And then like go and start looking at like funny movies. But I miss it.
Now
sucks.
we just look online.
I know, and it sucks that like that experience is not there no more.
Yeah. Now
we just sit down. I mean, it's still there, but it's not like, all right, let's go get a movie, come back and watch it as a family.
Yeah.
Now it's just like sit your ass down, just pick a movie.
Yeah.
Get popcorn or whatever we're doing. But back then, all right, we're gonna get popcorn from there, some candy, and then watch the movie.
We never got candy from there. I always wanted to. But my dad just got the movie.
Well, I would just get it for myself because like I'm the only one for watching the movie. I used to be so excited. Like Friday nights, I'd be like, "Hey, can we go?" Mom was like, "I guess." So then like, or my mom would take me. But like I would like have my brother's car, and I know they don't like. They used to ask for the ID. Like, well, this is my brother's car, and I had my school ID, and I had the same last name. So I'm like, all right, cool. And then like they'll let me rent a movie, and then I would run back, and I would have like popcorn and some candy, and then I would go in my room and then watch the movie. And I was like, that was my Friday nights. when I come back from outside, being all dirty, take a shower, get the popcorn with candy, and start watching the movie. And then I got the TV with the DVD when DVD started coming out. Yeah. Then I got that TV, and then it broke. I broke the
DVD slot.
Yeah. Because when I was little, I had a lot of imagination.
Yeah.
And
I bet you did.
I guess I used to run outside and get sticks, and like we'll make like weapons and shit. So I just have finished watching Troy, and I was like pretending I'm my sword. And I guess I tapped the
button
to bring out the thing, and I swing the thing, and boom, that shit went flying. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, fuck. So then I just got I broke off the little plate and put it in there. I couldn't put CDs in there anymore.
Dang.
My mom didn't know until like we were moving and we picked up the TV and then that little piece, and I was like, oh shit. Yeah, I forgot to tell you I broke that like years
ago.
Because at the time I think I already had a PlayStation 2, so I could play TV movies through there.
You could play movies.
So I was like, oh, I don't need that shit anyways.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
they even had one. The one that we had was the one with the VHS and DVD with the both.
But I had that one, but that shit was like this big.
What?
Yeah, it was small as fuck. Cause I got in trouble one day, so my mom took my TV and gave me that little ass one. So I was like this, watching TV. And then you know which one I really wanted? The Mickey Mouse one. Remember that?
No.
They had the ears with the speakers.
No.
And it was like around. They had a Mickey Mouse. They had a Minnie, and then they had the other ones that were just like color, like blue, but it's like you could see inside the TV.
Oh, okay.
And then had the speakers on top.
Computers like that.
Yeah, so they had the TV with 2 speakers on top that looked like ears. And I wanted that one so bad. Like, I was like, I want the Mickey Mouse one. I was like, what the fuck? I don't even like Disneyland. But I guess I just want to be cool because I think I want to say my friend Omar or Trey had it. That I was like, I want it, but they didn't have the Mickey Mouse one. They had the color one.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, I want that.
They had phones like that.
The Mickey Mouse phones?
No, the phones that were clear.
Oh, see-through?
Yeah, but like different colors.
Oh.
The house phones.
Oh, yeah. Like, and it was see-through, and then like somewhere. Yeah, okay. We had. Then they won't have house phones anymore.
Yeah, no.
Damn. That's crazy. No more house phones. I used to hate the house phones though, because that's what I used to get caught because I didn't go to first period or something, and they would like call my mom.
They would still call your mom's cell phone now.
Well, yeah, but my mom will put the house phone number.
Yeah. No, I know, but saying like if you hated it.
I was gonna tell you, do you still remember your house phone number? But you still have a house phone number.
Yeah, they still have the house phone number.
Yeah, I know it was the last 3 was 63. I mean the last 2 was 63. I only remember that. Because, I'm dyslexic, so I can't remember anything else. It was 6'3". But,
we probably only remember ours because we've had it for so long.
Did you ever have a chia pet?
No, I've always wanted a chia pet.
Me too. Because, like, when I used to go with my mom to clean the houses, they had them.
They had them?
And I'm like, and I used to touch them. I was like, oh, I want one.
Chia. No, I never had one of those. I've always wanted one. And they had, like, the different...
You know what I wanted? You remember that commercial that it was like a worm, but it will move through your fingers? And it was like a magic, supposed to magic trick.
Yeah, I think so.
But it was like the little worm would move through your... I wanted that so bad.
I think I remember.
It was like different colors. And then my uncle actually made one for us. Because I guess the way that he did it is you have to put a string through your shirt all the way to your pocket. So you put one hand in your pocket and you move the string and the worm will go like this. It actually worked. But I was like, this is not what I want. So we were all trying it, but
I want the real one.
He made it look good, but when we were doing it, I'm like, it doesn't work. Because it would just go like this.
Oh, okay.
I'm like,
that's weird. How did he...
I don't know. I don't know how he didn't make it work, but he had it in his pocket and he would go like this. I think he would like twist and the string will pull it, and I'm like, oh, that looks cool. But because we went to the mall, I remember going to the mall and the guy, they had a little stand for it, and the guy was doing it. I'm like, oh shit, we want that. Everybody was like, we want it.
Everything.
Yeah. But what else was there that when you watch those commercials, be like, oh, I want that, mom. Because they had the balloons that you could touch, but they had those in the little quarter machine too.
The balloons you can touch?
Like, yeah, so like, the bubbles.
Oh, yeah, I remember those with the little, you
Yeah,
and then from the tube or something, and then
and then they had
the
at the
bubble with the little straw.
Yeah, and then they had that at the 99-cent store.
Yeah.
So then they were like, oh, we don't need to order that. You know what I used to love getting?
Mm.
It was like a sponge animal, but it comes in a pail, and you throw it in the water, and it starts.
Expands?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to love going to get those.
And I don't think I maybe had one.
Like my dad was like, "What do you want to go do?"
I thought they were so cool.
Me too. I used to go to because they used to have them at Walgreens.
Oh,
so
okay.
me and my every time I go to my dad, oh, let's go over here. And then the other ones too, the little ones that you put on water, and it's like a rubber thing, and it expands too, like it's a dinosaur, and it feels kind of weird. I don't know. They had them at Walgreens too, but I didn't really like them because it took like
a long
4
time.
days. Yeah.
Well, yeah, if it's made of rubber.
Yeah, so it was like 4 days. It's not rubber, but it was like a sponge. Like I don't know, it was weird.
I remember the little towels.
Yeah.
Like I think I went to a birthday party and they had those little towels, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool, because I don't think I've ever had the little dinosaur thing.
Which one? The ones the little pill ones?
Yeah.
No, I had them because it was like I used to always go get them, and I'm like, oh, did you want it?
No, my stomach growled.
Oh, other thing. You know the ones the little like it's a paint, like you have to paint it, but it has like felt on it or something like.
Yeah.
I used
those little. They still have those.
I know. I used to love those.
Yeah. They have like the black felt, and then like the pictures in white.
Yeah, and you have to fill it.
Color,
oh my god! I used to
the Lisa Frank ones. I used to want one of those.
I used to love those. I had a bunch of them. I don't know what the fuck happened to them.
I maybe had one. But not I just had like one of the Lisa Frank ones.
I remember I had like it was the bear and the mama, the cub and the mom, and then there was a penguin one, and then there was this one with a wolf. But because my dad used to buy them, like, so I like when he go to work, like I would just do that and
color that and stuff.
Yeah, so I don't be bored. What?
Don't. You.
But yeah, I used to love those.
Did you play any computer games?
I did. I used to go to and this one my dad told me I was watching porno, but I wasn't. Like suck shit. I was playing like the Disney Channel.
Oh yeah, I used to love going to DisneyChannel.com
and play the games. Yeah, you should do that all the time.
I used to stay there all the time. We used to have this one game. It was a goofy skateboarding one. That was a computer game, like the CD.
Oh yeah, we had a hunting game.
Which other one did we have?
And then but Martin never used to let me play it. Like I had to beg him. We had to play with him because like
it was 2-player.
No, like he wouldn't let me play it. Like we were making a zoo. Like, I don't know if you remember those. Like you make a zoo and then you make a theme park.
Yeah.
We had a theme park one too.
I remember having this one game when I was little. It was like a keyboard, and it had a little pencil, and then you plug it into the TV, and then it had like you go to the different games. It was like a carnival, and then you go to different games to play.
Oh, okay.
But that's how I learned like the letters on the keyboard.
'Cause you're pretty fast with the keyboard.
And I think, like, I would imagine the letters and where they are and, like, type. It's weird.
Damn. You're like a mutant or something.
Yeah.
Nah, shit. I wasn't that smart.
I don't know why. That game, and then I had this other. It was a leapfrog game. I used to love it. I don't know why. But, it had the states in it. And you used to, figure out where the states are. That's how I learned my states.
So I wasn't like.
So that's how, and I still remember. I mean, at least for the majority of the states, like I kind of know where they are because of that game. And it had a little pen, and you like, you can see, like you can click on them to see where they are. And then you could do like the little tests where it'll ask you where's the state, and then you like click on it.
I think it was that little frog thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
was
think
like
I
a
had.
leapfrog
Yeah, I
game.
think I had what. I think I had that. But it was mine was big. My mom got it from me. It was like this big, but it had a bunch of like.
Yeah.
It like
I don't know if I had other ones. I just remember the state one.
that one had the steak, cause so it was like, so it was a keyboard, right? But on top it had a like a screen.
Oh, I didn't have
So
that
it
one.
would tell you like.
Those are two separate games. The ones that I had.
It would tell you like, oh, how to spell apple or something. Like you have to like spell it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they would tell you, oh, spell, like it was teaching you how to spell, how to count, and then teach you the states and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But you have to spell them out.
No, the leapfrog one was more like a book. It didn't have like a screen or keyboard. But the other game, it was like a keyboard. And I was little with that one. I would plug it in, and then the keyboard, I don't even remember what the keyboard was for. But I still now that I think about it. And then it had the little thing where you could play it. Some sort of like keys.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember like when I wasn't playing with it and it was just like laying down, I would visualize where the keys were to memorize what the order. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I just what else did I have? Yeah, no, I didn't. I mean, I had.
But we didn't get a video game system until like.
Yeah, we didn't. The
first one we got was an Xbox.
The first one I got was a Nintendo 64.
When Rashad lived with us, he had a Dreamcast, and then he had another one. But the old Nintendo, I think it was Nintendo. Is that what the one where you put the cartridge?
Yeah, and the control was like kind of weird. Yeah, so I had Nintendo.
I never had that one, but like I played at one of my cousin's house.
I used to love that game because I used to have a Tarzan game, and that's when I started getting it. Like when I started fucking finding out that I'm like I have anger problems or something. So I couldn't pass this level, so I punched the TV when I was little. But again, like my hand didn't do shit to the TV.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had a Pokemon one that you could play a bunch of different games. But I got that in like 99, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, 90. It had to be 99 because that next year is when we moved with my mom.
Mm.
And my dad didn't let me bring it with me. So fuck you, keep it, motherfucker.
Mm.
So then after that, I didn't have a game. No, I did actually. I went to visit my dad again, and I brought it with me, and then because I remember playing with my homies here.
Mm.
And then
yeah, we didn't get one until we were like older.
And then my mom dropped I think it was like a she was moving something in my room. Like I think I got a new bed or something. So she was moving the frame, and it fell on top of the game on the 360.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it broke, so I just like whatever. So then one day I was like, oh,
let me see if it still works.
so I plugged it in and it worked. And my homie wanted one. His older brother wanted one. So I said, oh shit, give me. I think I told him give me $30 for it, and I sold it for $30.
Dang.
Yeah. And then after that, I didn't get a game. I didn't get a. No, so
you sold it, or you got a new one, and then you're like, "Oh, here."
I'm lying to you because I already had a PlayStation. I had a PlayStation 1, but I still had it because I thought it was broke. Mm. So then I plugged it in because his brother found a bunch of games that he had.
Oh dang!
So he was like, "Oh," and it was Jaime's brother, Swag. Mm-hmm. And then Jaime was like, "Oh, does your 360? I mean, your 64 still work?" I was like, "Shit, I don't know." So we plugged it in, and he was like, "Oh," so we took it to his house, and his brother's, "I'll buy it off of you." I was like, "Shit, give me $30." But I already had the PlayStation 1.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you ever had a PlayStation 1 when it had the actual screen. It came with a screen, so you
I've never had a PlayStation.
So you didn't need a TV. So that's what I told my dad to give me, but he just got me the PlayStation, so I still had to plug it in the TV.
Yeah, which is better because that screen was probably small.
Yeah, but it was portable.
Rather than plugging it on the TV. We did have one of those like little portable TVs.
Yeah,
but I feel like they didn't work that good.
We had one too, but it was only for like DVDs and shit.
Yeah, only for DVDs.
And then after that, I got a PlayStation 2. After that, I got Xbox, and then now I got a PlayStation 4.
You had an Xbox 360, didn't you?
Yeah.
So you had the one and the 360?
I had the one for a little bit because
well, not one, the first one.
The first one, yeah. Because my boy was gonna he actually stole it, so he gave it to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, and then he asked for it back, so I was like, oh, take it. But yeah.
Yeah, no. We used to play when Rashad lived with us. He would let us play his
But I had a Game Boy before that.
Xbox. We had a Game Boy. We only had the Game Boy.
I had the Game Boy Color.
DS. And then I think I left it in a rental car that my dad got one time, and I was so mad.
The DS.
I could not find it. That's the one that's like a little square like this.
And you flip over. Yeah.
You flip it up.
So I had the Game Boy DS, and then the other one that was like this.
This one, I think, I traded one of my friends for it or something, but it didn't have the light, so I hated that.
Oh yeah, because you can't see shit.
You can't see anything.
Because I had the light, but the thing that sucked is that the light. I don't think the light worked for the other one. What was this one called? Game Boy SD?
Nintendo DS?
Game Boy Advance?
No, Nintendo DS was the other one where you had the little pen.
Yeah. I think a Game Boy
There was
Advance.
a Game Boy. There was a regular Game Boy without the light, and then there was the one with the light.
Game Boy. I had the Game Boy Color.
And then there was the...
And then there was the other one that was like... I want to say Game Boy Advance or some shit.
I don't know.
Yeah, Game Boy Advance. No, wait.
The little square one, though.
Yeah.
We had a Shrek game when we played that one. Nintendo Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one of those with the one with no light.
Yeah. Well, this you have to buy the light separate.
But wasn't there one that they made with a light?
No. So I had this one.
I didn't have that one.
But I had it like in color, I had this one right here. God damn, $300. Did I say 300? Oh no, I had that one.
I didn't have that one.
And
That's the Game Boy Color.
Game Boy Color, yeah. Then I had the Game Boy Advance that I actually.
Now there's the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
All the kids talk about it all the time. I have a Switch. I have a Game Boy or a Nintendo Switch.
And remember I told you my dad one day beat the shit out of me. No, well actually, yeah, tried to beat the shit out of me, but it didn't work out. For looking in my drawer, and he had the. That was a.
Oh yeah.
Because the Game Boy DS was in there.
Yeah.
And
your Christmas present.
Yeah. And what color was yours?
I think it was gray.
Yeah, mine's. Well, I don't know if it was gray or black.
The flip one or the one with no color?
The flip one.
Oh, that was like a turquoise color.
Oh, mine was gray.
I think.
Oh shit! You know that? Mine shit was gray.
But those are pretty cool. We only had 2 games. I don't remember what the other one was. I think it was Scooby Doo and Shrek. I liked the Shrek game.
For Game Boy Color, I had a Harry Potter one, and it was like weird to play. But then I had a fucking Tarzan one. Mm-hmm. And then for the Game Boy Advance, I had like a racing one, and then I had like a Street Fighter kind of one. And then for the DS, I had a Fast and the Furious or Need for Speed. Mm-hmm. I fucking love that game. And then I had Mario Bros. Something. And then I had the Mario Kart. So I used to, but I don't know. To be honest, I don't know what happened to that Game Boy. I know the Game Boy Color didn't stop working. And then the DS I traded for something, and then the Advance I traded for something, and then the DS I don't know what happened to it.
Did you have the long one that flipped up, or the little square one?
The little square one.
Oh, okay. Because I know they had the square one too, and you had to use a little pen.
Yeah.
I didn't have that one.
Yeah, no, I didn't have that either. I only had the DS. And then it was like the DS something else. But yeah. But guys, we're gonna be parents. I'm excited. I don't know. I'm just really excited to have a kid. Like, I'm ecstatic. I'm excited. I can't wait to see this little motherfucker. Whatever it is, girl, boy. So
you have the gender in an envelope.
I think we're gonna start. I think we're gonna start vlogging again. But I think we're gonna start when we start fixing that room.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't follow us on that YouTube channel, it will be in the link below. Go tap in with us. I posted a video about my reptiles like 2 months ago. Then I just posted the reaction video. So I'm gonna try to do more in that channel. Just for memories.
Yeah, I'm like, even if we don't get the views, which I don't care, it's there for memories.
Yeah. So we're gonna start with the baby room. I think that's gonna be our first official video that we're coming back.
We just gotta figure out what to do with all this stuff.
Yeah. I think we just have to get a storage room for now.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the thing we have to do. But guys, I appreciate you guys. Again, we are on Spotify now, so tap in with us. The link will be in the bio. It's already in the bio last episode, so go tap in with us. If you guys don't want to listen to us, if you don't want to see my ugly ass, if you don't want to see us, if you want to listen to us, go to Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Tap in the Woodz, you will see it. What a Z, not a S. And then you'll see my picture there. So yeah, guys, thank you guys for supporting us. And always stay blessed, be blessed, one love.